Who's ready for a good news story? Because I sure am. So even though I know absolutely nothing about football, we're going to talk about football. So recently, a football club called Dagenham and Redbridge FC, never heard of them, no idea what league they're in. Well, recently they appointed a director called Dr Salma, but then 3 days later, they let her go. And wait, this is why they let her go. October the 30th, 2023, Dr. Mashul wrote, "Occupation creates resistance. Israel created Hamas and self-defense is not terrorism." So she tweeted that. It's a now deleted tweet and they got wind of it and they were like, you know what? We don't agree with this. So bye-bye, Dr. Mashul. And the Oi Savaloys were having a big old party, but then wait for what happens next. So Dagenham and Redbridge have had to release an official club statement. Now, it is massive. It is wordy. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. So I can't be bothered to go through all of it, but I'm going to just highlight some nice little bits that we can savor over. So apparently over the last week, there's been a lot of public discussion over the fact that they sacked a Muslim woman because she tweeted her support for Palestine. Over here, they've said, "We are aware of the strong reaction that this has provoked across our fan base, within the media and amongst the wider communities, both in the UK and internationally." Yes, it certainly did. From what I have seen and heard, they had protests outside, people were emailing in, people were tweeting about it, people were making social media posts, there were complaints, the whole shebang. So yes, the club got to know that this was unacceptable. Whilst we continue to stand against racism and discrimination in all forms, the club recognises the right of individuals in their personal capacity to express political opinions. The interesting thing is they then go on to say, "We regret and apologise for any harm which may have been caused to Dr. Mashul as a consequence of statements attributed to or associated with the club and the club's decision to remove her." So they have acknowledged that she has been harmed as a consequence of their actions. And also they said they're trying to acknowledge that the fact that they removed her doesn't mean that she supports messages of hate and division. So if that wasn't the reason they removed her, why did they? Do you see? They're apologising for it now, but it clearly shows us that's why they did it. This bit down here makes me laugh. Have a look. "To our supporters, we hear your concerns and we are committed to learning from this moment. We are a club that prides itself on inclusivity, accountability, and representing a broad and diverse community." And you know what that tells you, people? This is why it's important when we see things like this, that we call it out, that we call up, we email, we protest, we do all of these things because our voices are heard. And Dagenham and Redbridge were like, we made a mistake. We've got other backers pulling out. We've got social content coming out left, right and centre. The media's picked up on it. People are outside waving Palestinian flags. So you need to understand, every time we see something like this, we need to call it out and we will get results. As a sporting organisation, we hold no political or geopolitical position. Our focus is on fostering inclusivity through the game we love. Should have thought of that before you decided to sack your new director because she had a pro-Palestinian tweet. You clearly showed where your allegiance lay, but because of the backlash, you've now had to backtrack and release this statement. But a win is a win. So congratulations, Dr. Salma Mashur, on this win. And congratulations to the movement. And yes, I'm sure there's a lot of oi savaloys in Dagenham and Redbridge that are frothing at the mouth. And that gives me so much joy. So, I don't know. Oi, oi, Samuel, let's play football.